Elon Musk is seen as the cool billionaire of the internet, posting funny memes and fighting for freedom of speech. But what if the same person starts doing unethical things to stay cool? Elon's xAI just dropped a new model that allows people to make deepfakes that can be very troubling to society, just to glorify freedom of speech. This video covers everything that's worth knowing, so let's get into it. You've probably heard Elon Musk's xAI just dropped Grok v0.9. A free AI video generator that can animate scenes, add custom speech, and even create striking deepfakes. The headline sounds shiny: free video AI for all, instant realism, no barriers. Musk frames it as freedom, your ideas, your voice, no censorship, no gatekeepers. At first glance, it feels like a radical move, a new frontier for creativity, a democratization of video. But the more you look, the more you see. This freedom might just be a new kind of trap. Because if Musk is willing to let anyone say anything, to let Grok generate videos that show celebrities in suggestive poses or put words in their mouths, in the name of free speech, what's really being sacrificed is responsibility. Grok already has a controversial spicy mode that enables more explicit content. That means someone could generate a realistic video of a public figure, add audio, and present it as real. And Musk is basically telling us it's expression, it's speech, but it's not just speech. It's falsity, masquerading as authenticity. When the guardrails are weak, the incentives are strong. If you let users generate any image or video, you'll get engagement, you'll get virality, you'll get eyeballs, you'll get users. And for someone like Musk, who's already woven himself deeply into tech culture, this is the kind of move that can shift entire norms overnight. Musk is positioning Grok as free, open, unfiltered. But free, in this game, often means you pay with exposure, you pay with risk, and you pay with losing control. When everyone's allowed to generate content, even fake content, you no longer know which video is real or manufactured. The default becomes suspicion. Trust erodes. Now imagine that power in hands beyond pranksters, political actors, trolls, propagandists. Once the capability exists, containment becomes almost impossible. And Musk is already signaling he's comfortable crossing those lines. He wants to let companies pay for priority app placement. He wants Grok to offer minimal moderation under a banner of free speech. He talks about devices and hardware to embed the AI further into our lives. It's not accidental, it's strategic. Once Grok becomes your video engine, your creative tool, your way to broadcast, stepping away becomes costly. Your content, your investments, your entire flow, all inside their system. Then, Musk doesn't need to maintain high standards. He just needs you to stay, because the friction of leaving, losing all your data, your history, your workflows becomes too high. You'll accept approximations, glitches, biases, and abuses, because rebuilding somewhere else seems harder than tolerating decay. This is the tension at the heart of Grok, a tool so powerful it can reshape perception, a promise of total freedom, and underneath it, a quiet surrender of principle. We must ask, do we want AI, tools that can say anything, show anything, pretend anything, just to attract users? Because in that world, freedom isn't license, it's leverage, and leverage concentrates power. If Grok is going to be used responsibly, it needs far stronger guardrails than trust users. We need verifiable provenance, watermarking, tamper evidence, strict moderation policies. We need transparency about what data the model is trained on, how its filters work, how abuses are handled. We need accountability, not just to users, but to society. Because once an AI can make anyone say anything, entire institutions, media, justice, democracy are vulnerable. What Musk calls freedom of speech can quickly slip into freedom to lie. And the difference is the difference between empowerment and chaos. So yes, Grok is impressive, it's dazzling, it feels like a leap, but at its core, it's also a test of whether we let power slide when it looks sexy, a test of whether we let convenience override caution. Because if we let this slip without checks, we'll wake up in a world where video no longer proves truth, where faces, voices, and scenes are all moldable, where disinformation doesn't trick you, it flat out becomes you. And when that happens, Musk's version of freedom, where you can say anything, becomes our collective nightmare.